I'll put a bracket. I think he should have put another bracket in. But then we'll learn from this. We're back to him and say, yeah.
Yeah, you always got to put the extra brackets in. Milik, I think he's left his mic on, but Milik, welcome to the live draw. Also, we've got a few people from the Lost Toys. Again, this will be a Lost Toys live draw as we start to wrap up the artwork for it. So obviously make them welcome. We got Christian here in the chat as well, so he'll also be talking about some big moves with the collection. So again, I'm not super adept at talking about that stuff, but they are moving to Polygon, which is exciting. And you know, Christian also hinted that all pad holders will be getting whitelisted, so that's pretty cool. Because I know they make it quite grindy, you know, so it's pretty cool.
Hey guys, Christian here. Sorry, I was just dealing with some IRL stuff going on. But good to be here as always, man. And yeah, Johnny, if you have a way of oh, he's dropped out. Milik, I was just saying if there's a way of muting him, mute him in case he's doing anything personal. But I don't think he was anyway. It sounded like he's putting a bracket up. It was him saying that, right?
Yeah, it was. I mean, we quite often get people. We had one where it was like quite funny. Their partner came in and he's obviously explaining, like, oh, you know, this artist is drawing alive. She's like, that's pretty cool. And I was like, you know, I was like, thank you. That happens all the time. Happens all the time. It's all good.
Well, I can see Milik's back. So Milik, your mic is muted now. Congrats. we just I was on one of these recently, and one of the guys listening was a psychiatrist, and he had like a patient with him, and it was so embarrassing. We literally heard the whole like session he did. Like, you know, he was like had this on the side, and yeah, it was pretty bad.
So the whole stereotype of like psychiatrists literally just sitting there not paying attention and saying, "Tell me how do you feel about that, or how does it make you feel?" It's kind of apt then.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man. Sorry to hear you're feeling bad. By the way, hope you have lots of oranges and recover. What vitamin C, whatever you have.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday, like, I worked like all day, and then usually I work quite late tonight, but it just hit me hard, you know. So I feel a bit better today. Again, I just throw everything at it before. As soon as I see something's making me sick, I throw everything at it. But yeah, I mean, as soon as I saw my girlfriend getting sick, I was like, okay, well, I'm probably gonna get it. Yeah. Okay, so again, I just saw as well, so the POAPs as well. So POAPs, there's one from last week and the one from this week. So again, you just open up a ticket and you prove that you're in the live draw. So again, if people within this live draw want to take a screenshot now, that will be enough. And that'll be, you know, that because we're doing a Lost Toys kind of live draw, there'll be Lost Toys kind of orientated. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, if the Lost Toys don't know how the pipes work, we will show you as well. But they're kind of like a proof of attendance little ticket stub that you can mint and collect, which are pretty cool. I know the Pad fam have heaps of them.
Oh yeah, I love those things, man.
Yeah, they're cool.
Nice little
they're
memorabilia, really like bragging rights to say that you were here. You got to witness that particular thing being drawn.
Yeah, and I also like how, because I'm always obviously trying to like create a POAP using some kind of existing artwork or where like what I'm doing at the time. So it's good to see them kind of evolve over time. You know, you get, and you also sometimes get a little sneak peek of things to come.
Definitely.
Yeah, we were saying that in our Discord about, you know, these sessions and how cool they are, because you get to see some traits as well that, you know, we haven't put on any of the previews, and you can get an idea before the mint of what might be a rare trait and things like that, just using common sense. So
Yeah.
really
mean, I
really
feel-
valuable.
I feel the pad fam always come into the live draws because I'm not the vault keeper. I tend to, because I get also excited about the artwork, so I want to show people everything. So yeah, I always tend to like overshare everything. Which the pad fam don't mind, but my partners and the founders do.
Spicy mind a little bit, eh?
Yeah, just a little. Yeah, just a little.
No, she's cool though. She lets you sneak plenty.
Yeah, she does. Okay, so again, for guys who are new to the live draw, so I do these like once a week on a Thursday. I basically spend an hour working on a particular, whatever I'm working on at the time. For the last couple months before this, it was Gen 2, and I'll have a little bit of an update on that as well at the end. But obviously, because we're doing the live Lost Toys collab, I'll be showing you guys some trait creation. Now, last week's went way over time, and it was the so I do want to kind of keep this to an hour. So we'll try and do as much as we can within the hour. It's just because I'm feeling a little bit run down. But we had the Infinity Gauntlet kind of snap, which is pretty cool. But it's a bit of a extra bit. So today, though, we will be working on two things. So I'm going for a Mario hat. However, I'm going to change the M to a C, so it's Crankies. 1 second. But I'll show you guys how it all works. And feel free to chat, ask any questions. Usually what these live draws de-evolve into is just us chatting shit about random stuff, which is always fun. But yeah, I'll show you the process. So
How much do
what
you
I
know
usually
about
do,
starfish, Johnny?
starfish,
Yeah,
like actual starfish, the ocean, like the
yeah,
ocean creature,
real
or
ones. Yeah.
I know they're in the ocean. Are you just putting like a random subject to kind of test me?
You said we like to talk about random things, but on Gen 1, you put starfish all over everything. And then also the tentacle mouth, that has eyeballs on the end of those tentacles. And while I was doing my research for the lore, apparently real life starfish have eyeballs on the ends of their arms, which I thought was really
Okay.
interesting.
Okay.
So I don't know, just a bunch of like random things just came together, and I was like, "Holy fuck, is Johnny like super interested in starfish? What's going on right here?" So just wondering.
Yeah, I secretly am like a starfish fetish. A starfish fet. No, but there was no
Puts him on his dick at night. Oh well.
me and the cat with starfishes.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know why though, but like I do have I quite like nautical theme stuff. I have noticed that I tend to put some nautical things in.
Nice
I don't
one,
know why.
Christian. Got a nice meme in the old chat
Very,
down
very
there.
nice. Very, very nice.
Just to distract you while you try to concentrate, mate, while you're feeling shit. But
That's
yeah,
all right.
like just on that, like you were saying, Johnny, what we're gonna do, guys, is because we literally announced as of yesterday that we're gonna be minting this character on Polygon, which is a big move for us. We're gonna basically give you guys whitelist on this, and normally just to give you as part of like a thank you for the collab type thing, and just to give you an idea, normally to get whitelisted for a next character in our collection, you need to hold quite a number of our NFTs, so it's not something that we like to give out too freely. But this is something that we're doing as a thanks, especially to Johnny that's sort of like doing these things today, like getting us more involved with your community and doing live draws and stuff like that. So we'll announce how exactly we intend to get your wallets and things like that. We might need you just to pop over to Discord just to verify you or something, but we'll do that over the next few days or something. So yeah, that's a really nice thing that I think is going to give a sizable discount for those of you that obviously are liking the way that the art's going and obviously like Johnny's art, which we all do clearly.
Yeah, I think that's awesome, man. And I know the Pad fam will appreciate that as well. Also as well, like the big move to the polygon, I think is a really good move as well, you know. So yeah, it's super exciting.
Yeah, thanks for
Just
the
to let,
VIP treatment for the Pad fam.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no worries, man. It's it's the least we can do, and to be honest, like it's going to be pretty cool because as we said, we're going to be sweeping your floor, and listing a lot of the NFTs in our kind of carnival, which is basically where people can stake our NFTs, including these ones, to earn buttons, and you use those buttons then to buy NFTs or enter raffles. And we've got like a kid called Beast from ETH over there, involved. We've got you guys, obviously. We've got Bronzos from Polygon. We've got quite a lot of big name projects. We've got a space on Friday with Creeps, Overlord. So yeah, we just want to kind of make it really special, have this kind of cross-chain utility. And so having more eyes on the project is key, obviously. And at the moment, we're on Kronos. Volume is quite low over there. And when we looked at the art, we're looking at like the utility we offer. We just feel like it's the right move to go to a bigger crowd on Polygon for this.
Yeah, I think the ability for projects to adapt and pivot is really important, especially in the NFT space where things change on the hour, you know, kind of thing. So I think that's great. Do you have a space on Friday with the Creeps?
Yeah, so it's not our space; it's their space. They just invited us in. So we'll see how that goes. Trying to think what time it is. It's like 4:30 or something. Sorry for any background noise. It's my 2-year-old, as usual, driving me mad.
She's super cute though. She's really
Yeah.
cute, man.
You haven't got kids, have you, Johnny?
I have a cat, and that is about it. And don't ask anyone in here what we get up to, but yeah,
Right.
that's it at the moment.
Yeah, I've said cat, so now she's just fucking meowing in the background. Go make some money. But no, yeah, it could be a cool space with the Creeps. It's not the first time we've done it with them. You know, we get on with quite a lot of the guys over there. And we hold some Creeps as well, which again are going to be part of our next season for our community to earn. They're doing cool stuff. I think it's just good to have this kind of collaborative sort of mindset, especially when communities out there are quite fickle between themselves. When you come across a good community, it's nice to sort of have that like cross pollination, right?
Yeah,
So what do
I
you?
mean, I definitely feel collaboration is key, you know, and everyone's success. You know, you want other projects to succeed because it helps the space in general, you know. I've never been this kind of like, I don't know, our project's better than yours, or we don't like them because of this, blah, 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 you know. I think it's important to collaborate.
So what are you doing right now? Because I'm like trying to work out. I thought the hat was red, and now I'm seeing it green, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, okay. So just to explain a little bit. So again, I do the line art on the top, really small, and then I've basically dropped the block color, which is a red. Um, 1 second. But I usually just choose like a random. Again, it's sometimes sometimes when I'm doing these live draws, I'm like to the crew, I'm like, just bear with me, it'll make sense later. 1 second. So this is the kind of shading, but it's easier for me to kind of pop it with a different color first, so I can see what I'm doing. And I might adjust something here. I might make that a little bit lighter. Actually, wait. Does Mario hat have white in it? Because that could be cool. It doesn't, but I know with the I know CDC is not exactly the same as Kronos chain, but I know you know, the Psycho Kitties and the Mad Hares have migrated over there and they're having quite a bit of success, you know. So I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's moving.
Yeah, I think everybody right now seems to be quite, looking forward to going on Polygon or ETH. Solana obviously is a big one, with some great projects as well. For some reason, Solana wasn't really in our list of potential chains, and I can't really think why. I just think we were put off by something. I don't know what. That's the co-founder, but I think Polygon, especially for the gas fees, because we've got an airdrop coming as part of this as well, and you're talking like $5,000-6,000 worth of gas fees alone just for that. So it's just nuts. And then obviously our community, which are used to minting NFTs on the Kronos chain, where the gas fees are like non-existent, to ask them to then go and pay $25 over on ETH might not have been the best move for us as well. So Polygon seemed like the right compromise of both worlds, to have like the volume and the size of the chain, the right price point and the gas fees, etc. And also context. We, as you guys might know, we have a platform which we've developed called SnipeHub, which you guys will get access to once we get the Ethereum on there. At the moment, we've got Polygon and we've got Kronos on there. And as a result of having Polygon, it kind of makes sense as well for us, right, to have like the next character minting over there, so that people can benefit from that because they'll be interested in using the product. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so I think having a C in here is good as well. It's also alluding to Kronos, but the Crankies as well. And I just downloaded the Super Mario font, the actual OG stuff. What I'm going to do, I'm going to create it here and then I'm going to skew it. Also making sure that it doesn't actually have Mario the M, because I used to do a lot of like print on demand stuff. So I sell off like TeePublic, sell just random shirts, and I've got like I think like 1,500 designs now because I got addicted to it a couple of years ago. But certain institutions like Mario, Marvel, all those kind of things, they're like super strict on taking their IP. So as long as you change it enough, it's okay.
Hey guys, sorry. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. Welcome to the live draw.
Hey, buddy. Sorry, last week I was in, but I just couldn't get my mic to work. But this time I was like, I want to come in and ask you a little. As everyone knows here, I love anything to do with spacesuits. That's my jam. So
You mean space boots, like
space boots or space helmet, anything anything to do with space costumes. So I love that sort of stuff. So
Yeah, okay.
just putting it out
Um,
there. No pressure, just putting it out.
No, that's all right. I think. Are you Demented Furby? On the
Sorry?
sorry. So
No, I'll help you out, Johnny. No,
yeah,
he's
I
not.
know that would have made
No,
like that was a random reference, but because
no,
Demented.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
funny. Maybe the first part, but no, he's no. Sari's actually the co-founder. You haven't met him yet. I should have sort of said that. So he's the co-founder of Lost Toys, and long story short, he has an obsession with Elon Musk. And when we did the last collection, the Meanies, and in fact the one before that, it was actually the one before that. Sorry, the Loonicorns. There was like a space trait, basically, in like a tribute to Elon Musk, and so that's why he was throwing it out there. He's like, if you want to do any space related traits.
Yeah, and I was saying it because
He's good at it. He's good at those space
so
traits. We've got a couple. We got the Spacenaut suit. We got, man. Once you see the evolution of the one of those black hole eyes, the starry eyes trait, dude. He's
Yeah.
pretty good with that space stuff.
And the reason why I thought you might have been Demented Fury is so part of your guys' thing is you have like certain whales that are going because I've got like a list of items from like 6 or 7 whales, and one of them, Demented Fury, asked for a Kronos spacesuit. So I was like thinking, I thought that might have been you, sorry, but yeah, I think I have to include it now for sure.
Awesome, man. No, great, man. I've been definitely loving the live drawings. It's quite unique in our community because we did have with the Meanies and the Loonies, those videos from the 3D artists doing it from the beginning. Just
Yeah.
just to show authenticity and just to show like, look, we're doing this from scratch with a proper artist, not just any guy in Fiverr. So it's pretty cool. This concept.
Yeah, I
Thank
mean,
you so much.
yeah, I mean, again, like I love this. This is my favorite time of the week, because not only can I share what I'm doing with the fam, but I love seeing everyone's reactions to stuff that I'm creating. So it's super cool.
So yeah, I used to be, I studied graphic design back in the day, 10, 15 years ago now, uni. So I'm quite familiar with Illustrator and Photoshop. Any other tools do you use for this sort of stuff? I know you're using Illustrator, right? I can't see.
Yeah, so I'm using Illustrator for this one. I used Illustrator for the Gen 1 pads. Again, Illustrator is quite laborious, but for the first one, I wanted to have everything perfect, because you can control the exact line weight. So for instance, the line weight on this is like, there's nothing over 2 mil and nothing above, say, 3 mil. But the tool I use at the moment is a Cintiq. So it's Cintiq 24-inch. It's basically like a huge second screen that ports into your laptop. But other stuff I do use is I use Procreate on the iPad, which is good for like sketching. I really like doing it for sketching. Some artists do quite finished stuff on it. I know Ugonzo does quite a lot of his finished stuff on Procreate, but you just don't have the same kind of breadth of program access that the Cintiq gives you. But I got 12.9-inch iPad with Procreate that it's good for. Okay, so for instance, I went to London on the weekend, so the whole time on the plane over, I'm just sketching Lost Toys stuff, so then it allows me to create the sketches and then come in and vectorize it. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm when I used to design, Illustrator was my go-to thing. These kids use Sketch now. They're all using Sketch at the moment. I'm trying to experiment with AI, the Adobe AI tool. I'm trying to get on the beta list. I think that's going to be really cool.
Yeah, I think
Just because,
AI is definitely going to be big.
for me, because I was a graphic designer, but I wasn't great at actual real life drawing. If that makes sense. So, and I was a very creative guy, so I'd have all these ideas and stuff like that, and I'd use Photoshop or Illustrator to do that, but I did not work out well when my teacher wanted me to draw first, stuff like that. So I just love it, and I think it's just an extra tool, right? It's not gonna please all the designers out there. It's just gonna be an extra tool for the designers. So I'm excited to see that. And now I think they're building text to design, so you can literally just whatever you have in your mind, just if you know how to use the tool. Again, you need to know how to use the tool, right? All the prompts and all that sort of stuff. I think I'm really excited to see.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, go for it.
sorry, I just thought I'd throw it out there just in case I missed this, but what was the C for?
Crankies.
Let's see.
It's for crankies.
Oh, for crankies. Okay, cool. I
Yeah.
thought for a second I missed that. I thought the C for the second was for Kronos, and I was like, oh, we're finishing on Polygon now. I was like, oh shit. Johnny's gonna kill me.
There's a
Sorry,
definite
buddy.
learning curve when you're trying to control the AI to image stuff. Um, like at first when I started using it, I was like speaking to it like it was a human, like, "Oh, please make me this image," and then I would describe like a story, like full sentences and everything. And then eventually, I just started doing. Well, I noticed other people's prompts were getting like far better results, much more detail. They looked way better. So I was like, "Man, what are these guys doing?" Luckily, I'm doing it in a Discord where I'm able to see other people's stuff. So what they were doing is they were putting a single word and then a comma and then another word and then a comma, and it was just word comma word comma word. Hyperrealism, purple trees, zebra, tiger, just, and then you just keep clicking refresh on that AI thing until it gets it right. Make a couple adjustments here and there to what you want. But it definitely didn't function the way that I thought it was, and I bet there's like all kinds of other crazy things that you can do that I haven't seen yet. So pretty crazy. We were talking about it last week, how it can't get the hands right anytime that you try to get some hands drawn on a human. So I wonder when they'll get that done.
Mm.
But you can do some stuff like you can say in the style of, and then say an
Yeah.
artist, and it'll like reference that artist, which is pretty wild.
In the style of
There has
WoahJonny.
Yeah, but I
I
mean,
haven't
there
tried
has
that
been
yet. I'm kind of scared.
there has been like a bit of like controversy over that because again they kind of like all art is stolen anyway. Like they say a good artist copies, other one steals or whatever. So everyone uses references to other things, and that's really what it's doing. But again, there's like a popular artist. I think he did like Warhammer kind of artwork, and people were creating like these like fantasy prompts saying in the style of so and so, and they look exactly like this guy's work, and yeah, and then it comes to the part where if they're selling them as prints and stuff, what's the I don't know. It's such a gray area, but it's also something that we're going to have to deal with, and it's moving faster than we think. I really think it's moving way quicker than we think.
Yeah, it's moving really fast, honestly. Like it's to the point where I go on Twitter now and I see anything on Twitter and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if that's actual historical photo or if somebody just went on some AI and decided they were gonna make up that UFO that looks like it was, taken a picture of in black and white back then. Can't believe shit
Yeah.
anymore. It's really crazy.
Yeah, and I've seen it being used also just from like an audio perspective, like and songs where it's
Yeah.
like write me a song about this in the style of Eminem. Like I saw quite a few things on like YouTube and stuff like that, which is just nuts. A good friend of mine, in fact, he works for me at my IRL company, and he sometimes comes and does spaces for us, when we do like a mint and stuff. he was saying, because he's a songwriter as well and a music producer for quite big bands and things like that. He's like, this AI stuff is pretty scary for people's jobs like him, because it's really good. When you say like, write me a song about this and that, it's got to be this long and in a style of whatever, and he said it actually does a pretty good job.
Yeah, and I mean that's where, if you're like a corporation, instead of hiring, um, individual people to build it, you just hire you just pay for the AI to kind of smash it out. Yeah, I don't know.
I think there's teams like that now. I saw that, like, where there's a company that's set up, like, you create a virtual team, like a legal department, and it's an AI bot, copywriting, this, that, the other, and it's just like a virtual team, which is pretty cool.
I mean, you've got all these, I'm gonna test them out, all these content creation AIs. You still need to kind of, before you post, right, you need to still overlook and edit some stuff, right? So it's not perfect, but this is the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So imagine what sort of, we're going to be flooded first of all with content. So SEO and SEM stuff is going to be so difficult. So we just need to get creative. That's why I think community building is the only way. I think companies and brands and all that stuff are going to survive, because advertising have become so expensive. SEO is going to be nearly impossible. So the only thing you can really do is create that community. And when I say community, it could be an email list, it could be a Discord, Facebook group, whatever it is, wherever your community is. I think it's already happening, but now it's more important to have a community base in most things. So it's interesting to see how that pans out.
I think we're nearly finished on this hat, by the way, guys. I'm just going to adjust a couple things.
It looks dope, man.
Pin it. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so this was, let me find, this is Demented Furby's. He wanted an evil Super Mario hat, but I don't really know what evil Super Mario looks like, so I just did Super Mario hat.
Nah, that's awesome, man. Sure, I'd be really happy.
All that comes to mind are devil horns.
Yeah, exactly. Just put some devil horns in. Let me just put it in it looks weird with the hands not there.
Did you guys ever used to play Mario Kart on Nintendo 64?
Oh yeah.
Oh, man, lost
Hell yeah.
many years of my life on that game.
No, but you remember GoldenEye? Does anyone remember GoldenEye? That was
yeah,
the end.
course.
Oh, I think they're bringing it back.
PlayStation myself.
GoldenEye.
PS2.
That's what I hear. That it was better on the 64, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't get to play it on the 64, unfortunately.
But I'm really stoked about the Mario movies. Coming out, I think, in like a couple of weeks.
Seen it yet.
I think it's coming out in a couple of weeks, no? Or is it out? It smashed it.
I had some people telling me like last week they saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a start of like a Zelda movie and a King Kong movie and all those.
Man,
That's
a
gonna
saga of Zelda movies would be insane.
That would be cool. I wonder who would be the actor voice.
One second. I was gonna do a scythe, but I don't know where it's gone. The picture. Yeah, but there's a lot of pushback for them casting Chris Pratt as Mario, because I think it's such an iconic role, And then he'd said something like he spent a whole year perfecting the Mario voice. And when you watch the first trailer, it's like it's literally just his voice. It's just Chris Pratt as Mario. And I think it's kind of annoying because the actual voice artist for Mario is still alive. And I
Oh
don't
wow.
know. Yeah, like I
Yeah,
feel.
kind of a fuck you.
Yeah, I think it's like Hollywood being like, let's, it's like the corporate vibe of Hollywood, like big names sell movies.
Whitewashing.
where-
A bit of whitewashing.
Yeah,
It's supposed to have an Italian accent a bit. You know?
yeah, but I mean, like the guy who plays the guy who's voice artist, he's not Italian, but he is the original, and he's still alive and can still work. So it's like, why? I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm just looking at the poster in the chat. Is that Jack Black?
Yeah, he's Bowser.
That's so funny. I haven't seen
Yeah,
the
yeah.
trailer or anything. It just looks so weird. Oh my god. It's annoying, man. It's like, did anybody see the what was it called? It was called Wednesday. You know, this new Addams Family thing, and you had like Gomez. Who
Christian.
just
No, man, it's animated. It's not in action.
huh?
It's all animated.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't even seen the trailer.
No, it's gonna be a proper animation. Animated.
The trailer looks crazy.
gonna be
Like it looks wicked.
So I'm confused. So why is Jack Black and these people on it if it's animated?
They're the voices.
Oh, okay. So it's just like a random poster like that. Okay, fine, fair enough.
Okay, I'm going to change to Photoshop. So I'm just going to change the screen and I'm going to draw in this scythe and then we'll bring it in because I drew it before, but it's not in my fucking AI file. I don't know why. 1 second.
And you did one of the traits has like that little mushroom earring, right, from Super Mario.
Yes. Yeah.
So that
Which is
looks
also
pretty cool.
it's also a little nod to the pad fam because we got obviously magic mushrooms and we've got
Yeah,
that as like a jewelry.
I wonder
That's
if
an awesome
the
trait.
owner of I wonder if the owner of this trait actually watched the film or something, and that's why he's like had subliminal messaging, like, "Oh, I need to have this."
Okay. Okay, it's gonna look rough as hell, but this is what I'll be doing in here. So again, I sometimes use Procreate, but I also use my Cintiqs. So with this scythe, which is again, the scythe is Grim Reaper 9908. Again, whoever this guy is, he's obviously into like dark stuff. He's like scythe for weapon, cloak, hood, no face, red eyes, skull, graveyard box, or background ghosts on box. So I don't know if he's in the live draw, but yeah. So a traditional scythe is like quite long, but again, because it's retro, we have to make it a bit smaller, and we also have to be mindful of like the hats and stuff, because you don't want to have too much clash. So I'm just going to roughly sketch this out.
Yeah, the guys, ironically, the guys for these two traits, the top minters of the previous toys are whales. They're asleep at this time, or they're working at the moment. They always turn up like quite late in our Discord.
Yeah, that's all right.
We have Carlitos here, who is one of the whales, though. I can see him in there. He's got one of our legendary minis on at the moment as his PFP. Don't know what he picked, but in fact,
He
if
got
I'm not
bucket hat with many things. Lift
it was it. It was like that fisherman's hat sort of thing. I think he's into that.
and eyeglasses. So again, if Kaleidoscopic wants to elaborate on the eyeglasses, does he have a specific style he likes? Because eyeglasses are pretty broad.
No idea. Carlitos, are you there? Are you able to speak? I'm not sure if I've ever heard your voice or chat. Might just have it on in the background. But I'll DM him and see if he's here. Oh, he's chatting. He said Ray-Ban, please. Am I seeing this right? Yeah, he's in the general chat. Ray-Ban, please. Working now, but always present.
I think I actually have some Ray-Bans done already.
Done, mate. You're gonna have to pick someone else.
Just gonna keep it pretty rough so we can get this moving. I'm gonna have to adjust the blade a little bit. That's all right.
This guy always kicks my ass at poker. The owner of this Grim Reaper.
We got a poker night.
Sorry.
We got a poker night this weekend, right?
Yeah. So Sunday at 8 p.m. DET, so European time. I think that's 2 p.m. EST. Big poker tournament over our Discord. We're getting lots of projects involved, lots of chains involved. We're just going to put some big prizes from our side up. And then obviously on Saturday, we'll have like a multi-game thing going on with you guys, which is going to be awesome. So yeah, fun weekend ahead, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Love how you're trying to squeeze in the two traits into this session. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, because the they're not super complicated traits, so I thought we'd do 2 in 1.
That's nice.
And again, sometimes I'll borrow parts of another asset to kind of create it. Pickle versus side. also ills randomly. You might want to check your wallet. You might randomly have an extra pad in there. I don't know how, but you might have one.
Funny, I've been looking at the pad so much at the moment, just obviously in preparation for season 2. Just how many traits did you do for that collection? Because it's just like they're never ending.
Yeah,
You know?
I did like 200 traits.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which also was why like Gen 2 took so long as well, because Gen 2 obviously super detailed and crazy. So yeah. But
So just on that, because like I know a lot of the guys in our community are quite keen to look at your project. You know, so you obviously you minted out Gen 1. When was that now? That you
that was
minted?
my birthday last year, so March 30th.
Okay.
So I mean
And
we started the mint and we minted out in about a week, which was
nice.
fucking amazing.
Yeah. Because that was right about where the crash was. I only know that because
Yeah.
we minted in May, and the world went to shit. We were like, fuck, you know, what's the odds of that happening? So well done, yeah. And like, and then basically this, like the second drop will be like an evolution of the current characters, right?
That's correct. So you can we have passive staking involved, so you can accrue fragments based on just like delisting your pad, and then we'll be opening up in a marketplace. It's similar to like your guys having buttons, ours will have like fractal fragments, so they can buy a Shroomy with the fragments they attained, or they can buy it outright with ETH. But again, because our dev is taking so long as well, there'll be a lot of people just using the fractal fragments. But it was funny. Like a little update was on the Gen 2. So in the chat, that we're discussing the actual dimensions of the PNGs and everything. So we wanted to kind of match the pad ones. But because Gen 2 is like so fucking crazy, like even the smaller PFP versions, it's like 27 gigabytes worth of images. And even the dev went like, his dev had a proper look at them up close, and he's like, "Fuck, these are insane." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I mean, that was the plan."
Yeah, I feel it, bro. I think that your screen might be frozen. We've had the same image for.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I thought it was just me as well. I was like,
Ah shit. I'm sorry, guys. Oh fuck.
you're gonna unfreeze now, and it's gonna be like all done.
No,
There you go.
I moved to Illustrator. I completely forgot. Sorry, guys. I moved programs and I didn't realize I had to change windows. So yeah, I started vectorizing it here. I'm sorry,
That's
guys.
cool. Is it gonna
Hey
be a
guys,
shiny blade?
I've got a phone call in a second. How long are you guys here for? Should I pop back?
We'll be here another 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. I'll be here
Thanks
in
for
the
letting us know, Els.
Good.
The screen is frozen.
Well, it was lovely to meet you, buddy, and appreciate everything.
Yeah, brother.
What's next? Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll try and be on that space on Friday, and the next one as well.
Nice. Are we doing another live drawing next week?
It's only every Thursday, so we might do one next week, or we might be working on the pad honoraries. Not too sure.
Cool.
Yet.
Brilliant, man.
It's just gonna be the
Good morning, everyone.
All right, brothers. Thank you so much, guys. Whoever joined us. Before
No
I
worries,
leave,
brother.
can't really hear you, sorry, mate.
I need to do the spacesuit to Elon Musk. I'll be very appreciative. Take care, guys.
100%.
Have a good one.
It's funny. It's an ongoing joke between us, especially with Twitter Spaces. Sari's signal is always terrible. He lives in Dubai, and I don't know what it is, but you're not allowed, or they restrict like even WhatsApp in Dubai. So it like keeps cutting out all the time, and you have to use this weird app called Bottom to have phone calls. And every time we do like a community space, obviously I'm the host and Sari's the co-host as the co-founder, but he always drops out and I have to do all the talking. So I'm like, what? It's like an
That's
inside
weird.
joke. Yeah, man.
I think I spoke over him. I didn't realize he was speaking. That's my bad, Salary.
Yeah, it's cool, man. He's gone. It's just funny. Like I said, it's everybody in the crowd. We had a space yesterday with like 100 people in it, and you know, it always is the case as well where somebody like he can't hear them, but we can hear him, if that makes sense. So he'll be talking and then like he'll be saying like, "Why is this guy speaking over me?" It's like because you can't hear him talking. Just a weird situation.
Just checking something. 1 second. I might, for the purpose of this, make this plastic gold.
This is a reminder for everybody. Please open your tickets up in the POAP ticket section to claim yours, and we'll get you handled or situated with the POAP as soon as we can.
And does anyone want to post up the app for the Lost Toys crew in case they haven't already done so? So it's basically like an app you can download, and it just allows you to kind of free mint the POAPs.
POAP.xyz. Where you get it? I think that's. Let me check. POAP. Yep. That's the. It's just. All right, I put the link in the Johnny's Third Eye chat. So once you have that app, you don't even really have to do anything. You just give them an email address, and they will reserve. You can mint it later on Ethereum. One of these copies of the Gauntlet Snap is pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah. There's also you can also claim last week's POAP as well. So if you haven't already opened up a ticket, but you have proof that you were there, you can also claim that one, which will be the axe, the hand with the axe.
Nice.
So we opened a ticket where though? Sorry, because I'm in the support ticket at support zone at the bottom.
Yeah, so once you go down to the support ticket area, there's a blue one that says POAP request.
I must be blind. I can't see it. You know,
What does it look like for you when you click on support
I can
ticket?
see. Ignore me. Sorry, I didn't click on support ticket. I was expecting to see it under support ticket, like another line item. Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, right on, right on.
Yeah.
I was like,
don't
damn,
worry.
maybe we don't have
No, no.
permissions, right? But right on.
Nearly finishing up this scythe, and then we'll start to wrap things up. But I hope everyone's enjoyed the live draw so far. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit dead today, but
Hey man, I think it's been a great live draw. You got 2 assets done. Is that a record?
yeah.
Flying through it today, man. Great job.
Very cool, man.
Yeah, I think like
Enjoyed-
imagine if I tried to do the Gen 2 on Illustrator, we'd be here for another 3 years.
Enjoyed the conversation about the AI with everybody as well. That was really good. Good to hear everyone's thoughts on that. We've got some crazy stuff going on this weekend, huh, guys? We've got an entire Grand Prix scheduled for Saturday. Then on Sunday, there's going to be some poker you guys are hosting. It's going to be a mega poker event. You guys want to talk about that?
Yeah, we touched on it earlier. I don't know if you're in here. So we're basically putting up quite a lot of prizes. We've got big advertising going on for it. We're trying to draw in a very big crowd. It will start on Sunday at 8 p.m. UTC, which is 2 p.m. EST, in our Discord. Free to join, doesn't cost anything, obviously. And the prizes will be a range of NFTs from various projects. We've also got quite a lot of projects that just want to throw in stuff as well, like sometimes pro prizes, ETH prizes, things like that. So that will be entertaining. Obviously, you guys are our main hosts, our main guests of the IPs, and I look forward to having a good weekend with you. You know, like I said earlier, we've got Saturday, as you mentioned, loads of games. And I think next week at some point, maybe we can do like a Twitter space as well, just to have like a more like broader chat about stuff. But yeah, that's it really. That looks awesome, Johnny.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with how these turned out. So yeah, 2 assets done in one sitting. Yeah, it's probably a record.
Oh man, I thought I was muted this whole time. Thank you for giving that rundown on the poker stuff, man. I was like, we had a big spill here in the fridge. I was trying to clean some stuff up, but oh man, I'm stoked, dude. We haven't had poker for a while. That looks great, Johnny. Dude, making it a gold scythe was a really good touch.
Yeah. I think it's also it's easier to kind of add some cool shine to it as well. If you just have it white, but yeah, gold scythe is where it's at.
Yeah, really good wood accents going on throughout as well. I like how the handle of the scythe matches the box.
Yeah.
The box has got some wood going on. That's nice, dude.
I need to do someone suggested like a bone box with a bone handle. I forget who did that, suggested that, but that's gonna come in. But yeah, it's all looking pretty cool, guys. So we might start to wrap it up. I just want to do a quick shout out to Ills, Colorado. Just a random shout out. Just super awesome part of our part of the Pad fam. Always super active on Twitter and retweeting everything, and just just a super awesome Pad member. So yeah, if you check your wallet, I may or may not have dropped in a Pad for you today, just randomly, because I still had your wallet. Yeah. But
Man, you give support, you get support, huh?
yeah, 100%. So again, yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit run down today, guys, but I hope you guys enjoyed the live draw. We will be running another one next week. We've got heaps of stuff obviously planned for this weekend, as Christian and Liquor have outlined as well. And we also got Shroom Sundays back, which will be more regular and more curated as we're going through. And again, Gen 2 is very, very close. I know we've said that a few times, but we are at that point where we're uploading all the images and stuff like that. So it's looking fucking sick. And yeah, and I can't wait to see everyone flooding Twitter with Gen 2 artwork, because again, it's something I'm super, super proud of. Obviously took a while, but it was a big labor of love. So I can't wait for you guys to see them kind of rocking. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your day, rest of your day, and I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, cheers, Johnny, man. And as I said, thank you for everybody, for being so welcoming to you guys in terms of the community. We will be whitelisting you guys, as I said, for the Polygon mint of this character, and I'll feed that information on how that will, how we'll get your wallets from free to WoahJonny, and we'll go from there. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. We sing your praises all the time as a community, and it's super strong, man. Thanks for.
Thank you, man. We'll see you next Thursday.
See you guys.
See ya.